Hello to all my friends out there. Well, the sun is back and the rain is gone. Okay, I brought one of my little paintings to show you guys. Here it is. This is really nice. This is the kind of stuff I sell. This is not easy to find. I'm going to bring another one to show you guys so you guys can enjoy my art. These are really nice to own. Out here, a lot of people have Mexican decor, Spanish decor, Southwestern decor. Up in the North County, we have all various Spanish type decor. So that is really pretty. Okay, so I had a customer and she gained a lot of weight. And her doctor in Mexico gave her this smoothie recipe. And I was looking for it for a long time, and I was so happy I finally found it, because at night I'm getting up and I'm eating a lot in the middle of the night. And so what she would do is she would sip on this smoothie. She had 2 a day. I don't remember if she had a meal, but this is it. 10 ground almonds. Just how I do it is I just put them in the blender and grind them, and then I take them out. Then I start adding everything. Non-fat milk, 1.5 cups. 1 cup ice cubes. 1 slice banana frozen. 1 scoop protein powder. I buy the protein powder at Sprouts. That way you don't have to buy a whole can. You can just buy as much as you want. And 1 teaspoon hemp. So the hemp has no drug properties. There's some kind of nutrient in it. So this is just a really, really good smoothie. And as usual, I somehow got access to it. So that was really lucky. And now all of you guys have it. Okay, now what? Okay, now more information came out on the car crash under the bridge that killed the 10 street people. These were kids. These were like, normally maybe like in high school or just out. And one was hit and thrown on the hood of the car and actually survived. I posted a video on that. And so I couldn't really imagine how this happened. But then when I saw where it was, I kind of understood. So when you go into San Diego, it's like a freeway off-ramp, but you're going downhill under this bridge. It's a tunnel-like bridge. And it was pouring down rain, and the street people were parked were camped on the sidewalk. And so in San Diego, this is one thing that's really dangerous. The flow of traffic will actually direct the traffic. I don't know if that was his case. Obviously, he was going too fast. But you cannot, like when I go home at night, they will drive 60 miles an hour on a residential area. It's super dangerous. So I try not to go home after dark, because they just will not slow up. They will come right up on your tail and practically run into you. It's really, really dangerous. So another thing about the guy who hit the street people is he had a stroke. And so it's possible he had a mini type stroke. After you've had one, you can have mini strokes afterwards. He had kind of recovered from the stroke. And so when I had the really bad headache and the violent coughing, I went to the emergency room, because that violent coughing can rupture a small vessel in your brain very easily when you're old, because everything is weakened. So God knows what happened. I'm sure the guy didn't do it on purpose, but he was under the influence. And so this brings us to the topic of the day of disaster. So any wrongdoing, if you persist in it long enough, the day of disaster will come. You get up in the morning, you don't know that's the day. But that's the day of the disaster. So he was under the influence of what? I don't know. It could have been prescription drugs, but it could have been alcohol. In the self-help group I went to, they call it tragic and absurd things happen. So any wrongdoing persisted long enough. I knew a girl, and she wasn't a girl anymore. She was a woman. She's my age. And she kept it up, you know, doing drugs. And one day she fell off the bus and popped her eyeball out of her head. So I was horrified, and they took her to the doctor, and the doctor goes, "Oh, this happens all the time," and pops it back in. She kept it up. She kept it up. She got AIDS and everything else. A day of disaster, tragic and absurd things. So that needs to be borne in mind. I don't care what it is. Eventually, you got to know it's going to get you. So now I want to talk to you for a minute about false prophets. Okay, in the end of days, they say the false prophets are going to trick us. They're going to fake us out. We're going to follow Lucifer. But what happens is, you know, you'll see something, you go, that just does not seem right. It's like something in you, there's like nagging doubts. Okay, if there is a nagging doubt, that is a bad sign. Okay, so one of the things you want to watch for with the Bible is adding to or taking away. That means like they move a comma, they move a period, they add their own interpretation. Okay, now the interpretation thing is the most obvious. The most obvious way, okay, James Jones was a prime example. One of the things he said was, you know, the minute suicide was mentioned, all the people should have said, "Oh, this ain't right," but they didn't. They kept following him. Never once in the Bible was there an instance of Jesus telling his followers to kill themselves, but there was an instance of Satan trying to get God or Jesus to kill himself. So that's a bit kill, steal, and destroy. Also, anyone who leads us into war, who's supposed to be a prophet. Another infallible proof is, will this person say his mother is Mary? The Antichrist will not say that no matter what. So that's looking for the ultimate false prophet. But wacky interpretations, moving words around even, and interpreting, you know, crazy interpretations. So, you know, you got to watch out for that. Okay, now just for a minute, I want to talk to you guys about storing canned food. So the first one I have is Spam. And the main reason for storing Spam is so you can make fried rice. So if you have a lot of people and you have fried rice, I mean, you have 1 can Spam, you can make a huge pot of fried rice. You just fry your Spam, you cut it in little chunks, and then you move it over and you fry some, you know, scramble some eggs and saute some vegetables, add some rice, continuous stirring, salt, pepper, and sugar, and soy sauce, and you can make a big pot of food. Also, you can use Spam in beans. What I do sometimes is I just bake it, and then I make instant potatoes and green beans, Spam and eggs, Spam sandwiches, tuna. You've seen me, I usually make tuna casserole, tuna sandwiches, tuna salad, clams. I make, for a while out there, I couldn't find any clam chowder. I make like potato soup, and then I just put the can with the juice in, and it makes a really good clam chowder if you have crackers. So if you stockpile these up and something happens, it's going to help you. What I'm trying to do is go into my stockpile and cook dinner at night with my stockpile food and show you guys how I do it. And then if you are new to stockpiling, you could buy a couple cans of these meats. Sardines, I usually just have those with crackers and mustard, or sardines with rice and a vegetable is good. Chicken, canned chicken, chicken salad, chicken soup, chicken sandwiches. You can put chicken in your Alfredo, anything. Vienna sausages, you can fry Vienna sausages with scrambled eggs, or Vienna sausage in top ramen with crackers. And then in your top ramen, put lime and hot sauce, or top ramen with hot sauce and lime is really good with Cheetos. I don't know why, don't ask me. It's a Southern California thing, so you want to stockpile Cheetos, just in case you ever have to eat your Vienna sausage and your, oh gosh, there's people, I can't remember. There's people traipsing around here. It makes me nervous. Okay, so, okay, now potted meat. Bread with mayonnaise, mustard, and potted meat sandwiches, or toast with potted meat and eggs. Okay, now small hams. I usually buy them at Walgreens, about $3 for a small ham. I put those in beans. That's the main thing I need. Also, I make oh, I think I'm turning like the guy, you guys, quiche. Ham, cheese, 1/2 cup evaporated milk, and 2 eggs. And beat that up, and then pour that on your Spam and cheese in a pie crust and bake 350. Top ramen with Vienna sausage, with hot sauce, with lime, and with Cheetos. That is what I was trying to say. Okay, let me give you a list of the canned meat. So if you buy a couple extra every time you go to the store, this week I'm going to probably buy big bags of detergent. Last week it was toilet paper, paper towels, and napkins. And just buy a little bit extra each week. Don't, I bought the cheap toilet paper at Walmart. I don't really like it. It's for an emergency, but I use it, you know. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.